My name is Ibrahim Hussein, the Prime Manager for Brima Bank, and I'm glad here to be here today in a different capacity. I was here sometime recent when I was in the county government of Wajir as the Chief of Staff for Environment and Climate Change. As you're all aware, we're here today to promote or support the climate action with all the partners here. And the lead persons who are supposed to take ownership is our student here of Wajir Girls Secondary School. As you are aware, climate change has been said its effects and the challenge it has and it poses to the world today. You remember, Kenya has not been focusing on climate change some times back. But today, we are glad that Kenya is not a passenger for climate change anymore, but a driving, the lead drive for climate change actions. That's why His Excellency the President William Ruto has committed 10 billion trees to be planted across the country. And we have to contribute towards that 10 billion, both at institutions, private, and the county government of Wajir. So our focus is to ensure that we reduce the climate change effects. As climate change effect, in fact, hits every family of our society today. As it has been said, climate change brings violence, it brings droughts, persistent drought, it brings conflicts to society and within the community, it brings poverty in the country and the society, it brings our girls to drop from school and start supporting their siblings in the households. I would like also to take this opportunity to introduce you the Premier Bank, the bank which is a Sharia compliant bank, and we urge you to come and open an account. We have student accounts, we have several minor accounts, so many accounts that you can able to open at the early stage where you can able to grow with the bank. You also urge your parents to start savings because we have a culture of poor savings. I would like you also to focus on financial aspect. You cannot just say, I have to be a lawyer, I have to be a doctor. You have to be also bankers. You need to have a relationship in banking, especially in financial banking and Islamic banking, whereby you can able to salvage the community from interest-based. Our community don't understand between Islamic banking and conventional banking. You find that somebody is telling you what's the difference between Islamic bank and conventional banking, and both of them are similar under central bank. We are completely different. We don't trade with interest. We do financing and business trading the same way our customers who are business people do their tradings. So that shows that there is a huge gap of knowledge in Islamic banking.
And my name is Ahmed Adan, Program Officer for Paranet. I'm extremely honored to be here today on this transformative agenda. And for Paranet, we normally work with citizenship documentation. We advocate for pastoral communities to access citizenship documentation such as birth certificates, ID cards. And identity, legal identity is very important. And legal identity normally starts with birth certificate. When a child is born in a hospital or at home, the first thing he or she must be given is a birth certificate. But you find that in this part of area, in the northern part of Kenya, due to years of discrimination, years of marginalization, they cannot access these kind of documents. In Wajir, for example, there are few registration offices, and now, because of the government, we have transitioned to what we call digital ID. When a child is born in the hospital, the mother must go to the cyber cave and apply for a cyber, from the cyber for a birth certificate. And we are all aware of our mothers who live deep into the rural areas. They cannot access cyber caves. Most of them, they cannot access even internet, lack of electricity, and so forth. So today I want to urge all of us together, let's urge the government and let's fight for our rights. Because of those years of discrimination, this part of the country has been left out. Climate change, as media citizen front have been advocating, is a very serious issue. It's a very real threat. In the past, people used to talk about climate action, but now all of us, we have seen the impact of climate change. And the only way we can advocate for our rights, such as climate justice, legal identity for all of us, is by coming together. For the children and for the young girls in the schools to be a tool for change. When we go back home during the midterms, during the holiday breaks, let's educate our parents about these challenges of the citizen documentation, the climate justice, and all of those things. So, thank you.
Media plays a very important role in matters environmental conservation. And MCF mulijaribu sana. Let me tell you, media is a state where we can share information for whatever purposes. Ikue environment, ikue nini. Today, I am the CEO of SIAT Foundation, and I am very even popular than even my age. And that was made, just because of my relationship with the media. SIAT Foundation ilipokuja hapa, including MSF, wote walikuja hapa. Kwa sababu gani? We have opened, the opportunities for all the NGOs and everybody else. Aseme ya kwamba tutakuja Wajir girls. Hebu mujifikie makofi. The other thing, you have a very, good management led by Madam Rahma and the team who is also away. Na mimi nataka mpigie hawa environmental club. Leo nikitoka hapa, mtasema ya kwamba SIAT Foundation amekuja hapa na ametufunza kitu inaitwa environmental club. So that environmental club, I will be the one leading you venye itaenda.
My name is Halima Ahmed. I'm a Wajir Girls alumni. I was here 20 years ago. Wachana na wachana wada wanasema I was here 2 years, 4 years ago. I was here 5 years. I was here 20 years ago. From 1995 to 1998. I was among the students who planted these big trees that you are seeing here today. And you have seen the fruits that it bears. Simnaona? I have a small poem here in Akhiyanra, Pastoralist and Climate Change. It says like this: leading the fight against climate change, lots of obstacles that we'll face. Global warming is coming soon, but we'll still see the sun and the moon. What about our plants and trees? Mother Earth needs some of peace. On top of the trees are some honeybees, lovely birds, sweet things. Global warming might be nearer. Climate change is already here. There's a lot of things we can't resist. The lovely earth that we should kiss. Let us save our mother nature. Let us make it in perfect structure. Life is pleasant here, earth. Don't be disaster, become her birth. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I was just here to say hi to you. I'm also a journalist by professional, and now a banker. I shifted my courses some times back. On matters climate change, I believe it has an impact on us as the girl child's education. Most importantly, in our society, there's something called gender segregation. So there are some roles that are purposely meant for the girls in our society. And when problems strike, when there's climate issues or drought strikes in our communities, girls are always dropped out of school. Somehow. When animals dies, our children are told, especially the girls are told, both you and your brother cannot go to school because we have lost our source of income, which is the animals. And now we can only take the boy to school and we will want you to go back and maybe probably get married. Somehow. Now I challenge the parents. When you become a performer, there are so many champions that are always coming out to the world right now as we stand. So many NGOs chipping in, supporting girl child education. Do not limit yourself and say, when I finish school or when I go to high school, or if you perform, there are always opportunities out there. You limit yourself, you stay a dunderhead in school, you don't study, you are always at stunted growth. You will not go anywhere. But if you become a girl who performs, who always gets an A, a B, or you are an university product, there is always that good Samaritan who is there to stand up for you as the girl. Are you not that important? Don't you know you are very important source in the society? If you do, the seed you plant here is what you will harvest tomorrow. Soma, I would urge my little sisters here, we know what is happening out there. Do not say, once I finish school, I'm going to get married. No. One thing I'm going to leave here is no man is going to settle down with a girl who is not working or who is independent. Who is not independent? Let's be honest with each other. I'm so proud to see my primary principal, head teacher, Madam Habiba. I say hi to you. She taught me in primary, and I'm the reason why I'm here. She is the reason why I'm here today.
The only school is? The only school is? The only national girls' school we have in Wajir County is? Thank you very much. Mine is mentorship. Issues about climate change was said. You have been told that climate change affects the pastoralist girls' education most, because you know very well, when we are talking about the pastoralist girl, let's not talk only think about this town. Let's talk about the broader Wajir County. Our children at the rurals, our children who are shifting from one place to another. During these disasters, using those problems, droughts, floods, and so on, and even insecurity, our children suffer, generally both boys and girls, but the most affected ones are the girls. These are the people who go to fetch water from very far area. These are the people who go and look for firewood from very far, because you know, we have already distracted our plants, we have distracted our trees, we have to move to walk so far to look for firewood and water. Therefore, it's the girls who do those work. And you know very well, during droughts, wakati wanyama wetu wanakufa, watoto wetu wanatolewa shule. Kutolewa shule, mzazi anaona ni mzigo kulipa fees ya watoto wawili tatu. The easy one to be dropped ni nani? Easy one to be dropped ni gani? Ni msichana. Therefore, tunaomba Mwenyezi Mungu asitupatie disaster tena, tusipate drought tena, tupande miti kwa nyingi, and we take care of our plants, and charity begins at home.